Hello everyone, I'm FMZ and welcome to episode 21 of the European Road Trip with Atletico Madrid. Today we have the end of season review for 22-23 season. If you enjoy this content, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to click that notification bell to know when a new video goes up on the channel, and also don't forget to leave me a comment if you've got anything to say. Let's dive in, shall we? So here we are at the season review. Only the one trophy in the cabinet, but of course, the big one, La Liga title. So we start with the new arrivals. We spent quite a lot of money over the season, obviously bringing in the likes of Emi Buendia on loan, big acquisition of Isaac, Luis Suarez coming in January, Gabriel Martinelli, Stefan de Jure, Adnan Januzaj, his goal on the final day of the season, securing the title for us. Then you had the likes of Paradise. He had a very big part to play in the season. John Stones, not so much, but still, he was integral to helping us win the title with the defence at the back. Milek didn't get a lot of game time. I didn't expect him to be brutally honest. Thiago was another one that I didn't really expect to get a lot of game time. But everybody in their own way helped with this title win. So there is the big one, the championship trophy. One defeat, that was against Real Madrid. And that was very annoying that happened, because it would have made life so much easier if we hadn't have done it. 9 draws, 28 wins, 93 points, winning the title by a single point on the final day. Drama. Didn't like that at all. Barcelona are in 3rd place. Athletic Bilbao complete the teams in the Champions League next year. Valencia, Real Sociedad and Espanyol are the other clubs in Europe. Along with Sevilla, they won the Euro 2 Cup. Moving into the Champions League, we were knocked out in the first knockout round by Manchester City. In fairness, we did so well to get that far. We made an absolute pig's ear of the group stage. Just the 2 wins, but that vital one against AC Milan sending us through to the knockout stages. I suppose it was written that we were going to get Manchester City after losing to them in the final last year. It was disappointing to go out that early, but I guess, you know, in the long run, it kind of worked out. Copa del Rey as well, our only defeat coming in the final to Real Madrid. We'd had a very comfortable run through to that point. Big wins over Malaga, big win over Real Betis in the semi-final. So yeah, runners-up in that. Disappointed a little bit with that one, but as I mentioned already, we did claim the league title, so all is forgiven. And I always like the moments to remember page. So the biggest win came very late in the season, that 6-0 win over Rayo Vallecano. In fairness, we were 4-0 up before Borjan Garcia was sent off, so we made light work of that. Match to remember was a 2-1 win away at Villarreal. Isaac and de Jure with the goals, and the goal of the season coming from Koke on the opening weekend of the season. Let's take a look at it. Now, it's funny they picked this one for goal of the season. There were so many great goals throughout the year, but this one from Koke from the edge of the box fired it beyond the goalkeeper, and it settled us in for the season ahead. And despite what it says, we had a fair amount of rotation. Looking at the number of appearances with all these players, obviously Oblak with 51, 43 for Jimenez. He was a key part of the season, as was Luca Digne. The rest of the squad, it did rotate quite a lot, but defensively we built from that foundation of being quite solid at the back. Obviously with injuries to Emi Buendia, Martinelli, obviously Luis Suarez getting on in years, Isaac coming in sort of at the halfway point of the season. That kind of helped us out in the higher end of the field. Obviously we had Grealish, we had Valsic that could play in the middle, Koke, Paradise, Marcus Llorente. You know, there's players there that will get a special mention because they all played their part in this title win. And speaking of those that played their part in the title win, we now have the awards. We'll do mine first because mine are interesting. So I won the Manager of the Month in August and in March. That's the only 2 months I won the Manager of the Month. But I was voted the Manager of the Year, which is a delightful thing to get from your peers to say a job well done for you. but the individual award. So the fans player of the season, Luca Digne, I agree with that one 100%. He was brilliant throughout the year with getting crosses into the box. Defensively, he was pretty solid as well. Perez was voted the young player of the season at 22. He will only get better. Tremendous performer. Made one big mistake, I think, against Barcelona, but I cannot remember anything else other than that. Signing of the season, Isaac. It was a gamble at £57 million, but he did provide a lot of goals that were very important later in the season. Koke was voted the goal of the season, as we've taken a look at. So Isaac with the top scorer with 18. There's Luca Digne with 13 assists, 13 fantastic assists. Not unlucky for him at all. He was voted the player of the match the most times as well with 7. Highest average rating, 7.3 from Koke. Marcus Llorente with the most passes per 90 minutes, 72 pass completion over the 90-minute period. You know, Marcus is just there really to recycle the ball and keep it going, and that's exactly what he's done. Record breakers, so most assists by a player in a season. Luca Digne has broken that record with 13, and the most league appearances made by a player, Koke, is now up to 410. So it wasn't quite history rewriting itself, but it was claiming a title for Atletico Madrid, and that was the key thing setting out at the start of the season, that we achieved that. And it was a superb season, as they've mentioned, claiming the title to back up their pre-season credentials. Now we'll go through the individual awards, and Toni Kroos was named the Player of the Year. Edmondito was named the runner-up to that award. Luca Digne finishing in 3rd place, so well done to Luca. And Erling Haaland's 29 goals in 35 appearances were enough to claim the Golden Boot, but were not enough to claim the title, were they? Never mind. De Thomas finishing 2nd with 21 goals. Luis Suarez not scoring most of those goals for us. He did get quite a few for Real Sociedad before moving over. Finished up with 20. And it's congratulations to Jan Oblak. He has won the Goalkeeper of the Year. 37 appearances. He only missed one league game for us. 20 goals conceded. 19 clean sheets in that time, with an average rating of 7.4. I'm a little bit surprised he's won this, to be honest, because if you look at Thibaut Courtois' record, he's got a better average rating, conceded one more goal, which will count against him, obviously, but he had 4 more clean sheets than Oblak had. Never mind. Ter Stegen finishing 3rd, his average rating 6.93, 29 goals conceded, 14 clean sheets. And then we move on to the team of the season, and it was dominated very much by Real Madrid and Atletico. At least the first 11 were. 7 of our players making it into the team, 4 from Real Madrid. That front pairing of Isaac and Haaland would frighten the life out of most people. Oblak made it onto the bench, as did Adnan Januzaj, Varane, Valverde, De Thomas, Ramos and Carrera, all on the bench as well. Lots of great players to come off the bench. But the starting lineup, Jimenez, Perez, Digne, Suarez, Koke, Carrasco, with Isaac in the side as well. Very happy to see all 7 of them in it. And lastly, I'm going to take a look at my managerial page, because it's very good reading, this one. So, career stats, 145 games played, 106 wins, 23 draws, 16 defeats. That is a phenomenal record when you think we went unbeaten with RB Leipzig last season throughout the league season. We only lost 1 game this year as well, so 16 defeats. Most of those coming in cup competitions, it has to be said. 338 goals for, 108 against, 230 the goal difference. A nice round number with a win rate of 73%. And I always like this, the relationships. The managers that I didn't get on with are always very interesting. So, Massimo Allegri, I'm a distant relationship with him. Pep Guardiola, adversary, quite rightly, obviously, after losing the Champions League final, and then subsequently them knocking us out of the Champions League this year. Luis Enrique is a distant relationship with him, as is Maurizio Pochettino. He's very upset with me for some reason, is Poch, and I don't know why. But there you have it. There are the statistics for season 22-23, as it's been a great year for Atletico Madrid. And it's been a great run for the European road trip as well. 3 seasons of it, We have had titles. We didn't get our hands on a European trophy, which is probably the most disappointing thing from all of it. But as you can hear by what I'm saying, that is the end of the European road trip. I feel we've done enough. We took RB Leipzig to 2 straight German championships and a win in the German Cup as well. We resurrected Atletico Madrid. We got them back on the top step of Spanish football. To go again probably seems a little bit pointless, given that it's only really the Champions League left to do, and once we're out of that, if that were to happen, then we'd be a bit of a dead rubber towards the end of the season. So we have already moved on to something new. That will continue going forward onto the channel. I might try and chuck in a few more experiments for you to have a look at as we wind down this FM21 cycle and we start looking forward to Euro 2021, where I'll certainly have something ready for you for the time the tournament begins. If you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel but would like to do so, please click the subscribe button down in the corner. Don't forget, if you've got any comments to make on today's video, please leave them below. Also, don't forget, I'm a member of the Passion for FM team, and I'm promoting Community FM. They promote YouTubers, bloggers, and Twitch streamers alike. Both links to the Discords are down in the description. That was episode 21 and the final episode of the European Road Trip. I hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, thanks for watching. Goodbye.